Dear students, today we will discuss what are supplementary compensation, which is also known as fringe benefits. See, in modern organization or in today's present time, the supplementary compensation or fringe benefits are very much popular in the modern organization, and the organization use these compensation or these fringe benefits to motivate and retain their employees for a longer time. So basically, fringe benefits are such benefits which are apart from the salary, apart from the basic salary, or some other benefits like this could be the monetary and non-monetary as well. Say suppose like most of the organization providing housing facilities to their employees. They provide medical aids to their employees, or you can say they provide subsidized food to the employees in their canteen, or they provide the women workers of the organization can avail the crèche facilities for their children. So these are the basic benefits which are part of fringe benefit. So if we talk about the supplementary compensation, so the term is also known as service program, employee benefit, non-wage programs. So supplementary benefits compensations are known as fringe benefit, service program, employee benefit, non-wages payments. Now, what is the purpose of fringe benefit? As I talked in this video, the main purpose of fringe benefit is to maintain and attract the employees or the efficient HR with the organization. And another benefit or purpose of fringe benefits are to motivate the human resource so that they can work properly in a efficient and effective manner. Clear? I hope the meaning of fringe benefit is clear now. Now moving to the next topic of fringe benefit. Now what are the what includes fringe benefits, like what are the things which are a part of fringe benefit? The first type of fringe benefits are payment for time not worked. See, in most of the organization, every time employees don't work, they need some rest time, they need some recreation time. So payment made for such time where the worker is not working actually, like the the rest periods, like the paid lunch period where the employees are having their lunch, wash up time, or in factories when the employees change their clothes, vacations, holidays, sick leaves, or you can say personal leaves, then voting time. These are the basic things where the employees are getting leaves or some break from their job, but still they are getting paid for that. So this is also fringe benefit. Another is hazard protection. Hazardous protections, like there are number of hazards that might be faced by all, like income maintenance during the period is purpose of fringe benefits designed to protect against hazard of illness. Like we have compensation act, we have old age packages, we have retirement plans. Like if the employee is faced with the permanent disability or temporary injury is there, so for that the organization is paying some amount. or they are contributing for the insurance of the employees. Then employee services, like big organizations basically offer like housing, food, medical, recreations, and so on. Most of the organizations, like for their executive level, top level, they give them house to live at a very minimum rental, or they give the car and driver for their official meetings as well as for their personal use. They give some you can say some paid memberships free of cost, membership to club. So these are the certain employee services. Then the legal payment, like in most of the countries, the government have passed several laws for protecting employees against the major of hazard, like unemployment layoff compensations, like employee ESI is there, then all these benefits like social securities are there. So these are the basic fringe benefits which the organization give. Hope the meaning and types are clear now.